To see the art of Tassili and Ajjer, you have to be committed. Hours of scrambling up sandstone faces, carrying water, sweating in the desert heat, all to stand where someone painted 9,000 years ago. The temperature swings are brutal, scorching by day, bone chilling at night. But when you finally reach one of the sheltered alcoves, the silence hits you first. Then slowly, the figures emerge from the rock face, bringing the scene to life again. Nestled in southeastern Algeria, Tassili stretches more than 28,000 square miles near the borders of Libya, Niger, and Mali. The name means plateau of rivers, from the Kel Ajjer, a Tuareg people native to the region, who knew these routes, shelters, and stories long before any archaeologist arrived. For them, this forest of stone has always been alive. Today, Tassili sits deep within the Sahara Desert, but the landscape was once much greener. The climate evidence is etched into the cliff faces themselves. Pollen trapped in ancient sediments tells the story of 10,000 years ago, when monsoon rains filled lake beds that once supported hippos and crocodiles. The art documents this shift in real time. Early paintings show lush scenes with abundant water, while later works gradually record the retreat of green spaces and the arrival of desert-adapted animals. Millions of years of erosion carved the sandstone into arches, columns, and sculptural formations known as rock forests. These twisted stone shapes, combined with over 15,000 known paintings and engravings, make Tassili a rare place where natural and cultural heritage unite. It's now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a biosphere reserve, and one of the world's most significant prehistoric rock art collections. Archaeological research shows people lived here over 10,000 years ago, in small mobile communities that moved seasonally with the climate. They left behind pottery, stone tools, burial mounds, and this incredible visual record carved and painted into the rock. The rock art doesn't just sit on the surface, it lives in layers, painted and repainted by generations who walked the same paths and watched this land change before their eyes. When you step into one of the shelters, you're entering a gallery thousands of years in the making. Walls crowded with overlapping scenes forming a record of time itself. The artists were masterful at reading their canvas. They used natural bulges in the rock as animal bodies, painted around cracks to suggest movement, and positioned figures so shadows cast by the sun would animate the scenes throughout the day. The pigments tell their own story. Red and yellow ochres ground from iron-rich rocks, charcoal black from burned wood, white kaolin clay applied with fingertips or primitive brushes made with plant fibers. The oldest figures are massive animals: elephants, giraffes, antelope, even crocodiles, engraved or painted when the Sahara was still green. Most figures from this period are small, dwarfed by beasts around them, as if people were placing themselves within the scale of the world, not above it. Then, everything gets stranger. Bodiless figures with oversized heads, arms outstretched or floating, some with dots or rays as if they're glowing. Others appear in clusters, suggesting ceremony or dance. The most famous, the running horned woman, wears an elaborate headdress, her body decorated with delicate patterns. These round-head figures are almost always found in the most sheltered, secluded parts of the formations, accessible only through narrow passages or hidden alcoves. The acoustic properties of these spaces are remarkable. Whispers echo, creating an otherworldly atmosphere that must have heightened whatever rituals took place here. This wasn't public art. It was sacred space, accessible only to those who knew the secret routes. A new style emerges, more grounded, more domestic. Scenes of people herding cattle, dancing, cooking, socializing. The cattle aren't just decoration, they're portraits. Distinct breeds, different horn shapes, even individual animals with unique markings. Herders themselves show remarkable detail. Elaborate hairstyles, jewelry, clothing patterns, body decorations. Some wear leather skirts with geometric patterns. Others sport feathered headdresses. But these periods, the large fauna, the roundhead, and the pastoral, overlap. A single shelter might contain art from multiple eras, layered like memories. What you're seeing isn't a museum, it's a life story written on stone, with people across millennia trying to say, "We were here." As the green Sahara faded, the painting shifted again. Still layered, still alive, but now echoing a region in transition. Suddenly, riders appear, on horseback, in chariots, moving across the stone like a gust of wind. Spears raised, wheels in motion. These aren't the grounded family scenes of earlier periods. These are images of urgency in motion. The chariots match descriptions from Egyptian texts and show clear Mediterranean influence. Yet local artists adapted these foreign elements with traditional symbols. Here come the warriors, more muscular, more individualized. Figures carrying ornate spears and shields, wearing crested helmets or feathered plumes. These stylized Libyan warriors stand tall and alone, each rendered with attention to posture, ornament, and status. Compared to the communal energy of earlier scenes, this art feels personal, political even. By the time the sands had fully returned, new images appeared. Caravans moving single file through the dust. Figures with headscarves and robes. Dromedaries that could travel for days without water. These images document the birth of trans-Saharan trade, networks connecting sub-Saharan Africa to the Mediterranean world. They're shown with remarkable detail, including the rope systems linking animals together. Some walls even bear inscriptions in Tifinagh, the ancient script still used by Tuareg communities today. These aren't just echoes, they're survival marks, etched by those who endured the shift from green to dust. By the time the world discovered Tassili's rock art, Tuareg communities had been walking those trails for generations. The Ajjer knew the plateau intimately, not just as geography, but as home. Oral traditions preserved knowledge of which figures were sacred, which sites held ceremonial significance, even which paintings were created by particular families. But the discovery that spread globally began with French Lieutenant Charles Brennan's, sketching unusual figures in the 1930s, guided by unnamed Tuareg who rarely appeared in his reports. Then came Henri Lhote. In the 1950s, he mounted major expeditions backed by the Musée de l'Homme in Paris. His team spent 16 months documenting the plateau, discovering about 800 paintings with Tuareg aid. Though in his writings, they were relegated to helpers. Lhote brought Tassili to the world stage, calling it the greatest museum of prehistoric art in the open air. But his interpretation spiraled. He seriously proposed ancient astronauts as the explanation for the roundhead figures. He baptized one of them, Jabarin, describing it as the Great Martian God. The damage went beyond interpretation. Lhote's team used methods that horrify modern conservators. They mixed water with dry pigments to improve photography, outlined figures in chalk, even repainted sections with modern materials. They removed entire pieces of painted rock for Paris museums, treating the site like a quarry, not a sacred heritage. In 2003, anthropologist Jeremy Keenan concluded that many of Lhote's claims were misleading. Some paintings were faked, the copying process was flawed, and the expedition's methods caused lasting harm, sterilizing the archaeological landscape. Over decades, an estimated 2 million artifacts have been removed from the region by collectors and researchers. Today, modern efforts are underway. Algerian archaeologists like Malika Hakid, North African scholars, and Tuareg cultural leaders work to reframe Tassili, not as a mystery to be solved, but as a heritage to be respected. They ask, what did the art mean to those who made it, and to those who still live near it? Algeria declared Tassili a protected national park in 1972. UNESCO named it a World Heritage Site in 1982, then a Biosphere Reserve in 1986. The Tassili Park Office, OPNT, was established in 1987 to manage both cultural and natural heritage. But recognition is not protection. The threats are both visible and invisible. Salt crystallization from rare, intense rainfall can cause painted surfaces to crumble overnight. Thermal expansion from extreme temperature swings creates cracks that gradually widen. Even visitor breath changes shelter humidity, accelerating chemical reactions that break down ancient pigments. Tourism brings both opportunity and challenge. An international airport near Janneh now handles growing numbers of visitors. It brings awareness and income to local communities, especially Tuareg guides. But foot traffic wears ancient paths. Touching damages pigment, and modern graffiti sometimes appears near 8,000-year-old figures. The natural environment itself suffers. Only about 153 Saharan cypresses remain on Earth. Roughly 100 of them grow in Tassili's Valley of the Cypresses. These survivors, some possibly over 2,000 years old, show stress from centuries of use in increasingly arid conditions. Without intervention, this living link to the Green Sahara will disappear. Modern conservation uses cutting-edge technology. High-resolution 3D scanning creates permanent digital records. Multispectral imaging reveals pigments too faded for the human eye. Portable X-ray fluorescence identifies the mineral composition of ancient paint. Combined with traditional knowledge from local communities, these technologies create new preservation possibilities. But the challenge is immense. Protecting 28,000 square miles with limited resources, preserving ancient art and endangered species, while respecting the communities who have stewarded this land for generations. Because this plateau is not a backdrop, it's a living record, still watched over by those whose roots run deeper than any map or museum label. Tassili and Ajjer refuses to sit still. It shifts underfoot, glows in the right light, whispers when wind rushes through sandstone corridors. Standing beneath painted shelters, you feel not just the facts, but the presence. Art that is not just old, but alive. What strikes you most is the intimacy. Someone knelt here, mixed pigments by hand, carefully placed each figure. Someone else returned years later, adding to the conversation. Generation after generation, the walls grew more crowded, more complex, more alive. And this wasn't just art making, it was community building, written in stone over time. When we look at the Roundheads, cattle herders, hunters, and masked dancers, we're not just looking back, we're looking across a shared human impulse to leave something behind, to make meaning in stone, to say, we were here. Tassili reminds us that climate is not fixed, culture is not simple, and art can both hold the mundane and the mystical in the same breath. It challenges neat timelines, and it complicates ideas of ownership. Here is a record, a language of color and contour and care. The Tuaregs still walk these paths. Scholars still debate these figures. Tourists still marvel. And somewhere, someone will stand in painted shade and feel how deep time can be, how sacred silence is, how the world has always been bigger, stranger, and more beautiful than we were told. That's the echo in the stone. Not a message from the past, but an invitation to listen, to learn, and to remember the people whose stories are still written in stone. Thanks for being with me, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.